God told Moses to go to Egypt and tell Pharaoh to
let my people go.
Pharaoh said,
No!
No!
Then Moses showed Pharaoh God's power. God told Moses and Aaron to turn the waters of Egypt into
Blood.
fish died and there was no water to drink. Did that do it? Was that enough to change the king's mind and
Let my people go?
No!
No!
Then God sent frogs. Lots of frogs. People found frogs in their beds, frogs on their heads, and frogs in their ovens.
Oh my! Cooked frogs! How delicious!
Egypt was hopping with frogs. Did that do it? Was that enough to change the king's mind and
Let my people go!
No!
No!
Next came gnats, tiny little biting fleas that came up off the ground in clouds of dust. Even Pharaoh's assistants were starting to realize that God was powerful, and they needed to listen. But stubborn Pharaoh, he didn't listen. When Moses asked him if
Let my people go!
Pharaoh still said,
No!
So God sent bigger bugs and filled the air with flies. Flies in their palace, flies in the air, flies on their clothes, and flies in their hair. Was that enough? Was that enough for Pharaoh to
Let my people go!
No! God sent Moses to warn Pharaoh to
Let my people go!
before things got worse. And since Pharaoh still wouldn't listen, things did get worse. All the horses, donkeys, polar bears, and bunnies died. Was this enough for Pharaoh too?
Let my people go!
No!
No!
Next, painful sores called boils appeared on the skin of all the peoples and animals in Egypt. Was this enough for Pharaoh too?
Let my people go?
No. God kept giving Pharaoh chances, and Pharaoh refused to give in. So, God sent a hailstorm. It was the worst hailstorm the Egyptians had ever seen. Thunder rumbled across the sky. Lightning flashed and hail counted everything. Did Pharaoh change his mind? Was this enough for Pharaoh too?
Let my people go!
No!
No!
It was time for more bugs. More bugs. Locusts filled the land and ate every green plant in sight. No more crops, no more food. Was this enough for Pharaoh too?
Let my people go? No! No!
Then things got really dark. I mean, pitch dark. God turned off the sun, the stars, and the moon, and there was no light for 3 long days and nights. Was that enough to change the hard heart of Pharaoh?
No!
No!
God had given Pharaoh many chances to let the people go. Now it was time for one last sign. God told Moses what was going to happen, and Moses told the Israelites. God said that around midnight he would go through Egypt, and the firstborn boy in every house would die. But God promised that no Israelite would die because God would pass over their houses. God's angel went through Egypt, and the firstborn son in every home died, including Pharaoh's son. Did Pharaoh finally listen to God?
Yes!
Pharaoh told Moses and Aaron, "Take your flocks, your herds, and your people, and go! Get out!" It was finally moving day for God's people. More than 600,000 Israelite men, women, and children marched out of Egypt, away from Pharaoh. Meanwhile, back at the palace, Pharaoh was changing his mind.
No more slaves! No more free work! I should have never let them go!
Then Pharaoh had an idea, a really bad idea. Pharaoh decided to go after the Israelites and haul them all back to Egypt. So he gave the orders.
Get out all the chariots! And hit the horses to the chariots! And call all the soldiers! Charge! You're going to bring those slaves back where they belong!
Which brings us to problem number one.
Oh!
The Israelites were walking with their children, their babies, their animals, and their food. Which means they weren't exactly running for their lives. They were moving pretty slowly, and God had led them the long way out. Eventually, the Israelites in the back of the long line heard strange noises behind them. Chariot noises, and horse noises, and soldier noises.
Charge!
They were getting closer and closer and closer. Yikes! When the Israelites looked up, they saw that Pharaoh and his army were about to swoop in and get them. They realized that they had a problem.
Uh-oh!
They yelled to God for help, and they started complaining. They said, "Oh Lord, why did you just let us die in Egypt? Because now we're going to die anyway, right here in the desert." Which brings us to problem number two.
Uh-oh!
Pharaoh was behind them, and the deep Red Sea was in front of them. If walking with all their children, their babies, their animals, and all their food, swimming with them would be impossible. God told Moses to tell the people to settle down.
Settle down.
Stand firm.
Stand firm.
Quit crying.
Quit crying.
Stop worrying.
Stop worrying.
God told Moses to stretch out his hand out over the sea. All night long, God sent a strong wind to push back the water into two huge walls of water with a stretch of dry ground in the middle. Then the Israelites with their children, their babies, their animals, and their food walked right between those two water walls on that path of dry ground. Then Pharaoh and the Egyptians had another really bad idea. They saw what happened and decided they would just take the same incredible path through the sea and catch the slaves on the other side. No problem. But there was a problem. In fact, Pharaoh had a God-sized problem. As soon as Pharaoh and all his chariots and his horses and soldiers were walking on that path of dry ground, Moses turned around and looked back and stretched out his hand over the sea, and whoosh! The walls of water came crashing down, and Pharaoh and all his men were drowned in the sea. The Israelites watched Pharaoh die, and they were so happy that they just started singing. The end.